A family-owned business may be defined as any business in which two or more family members are involved and the majority of ownership or control lies within a family. Family-owned businesses may be the oldest form of business organization. Today, family-owned businesses are recognized as important and dynamic participants in the European economy. A model that you can use to define family businesses is the three circles model. The three-circle model is generally accepted as a standard model for family businesses and includes family, business, and ownership as the three main components. Each circle has a governance structure and a plan. A family council would govern the family and prepare a family plan. A management team would lead the business and prepare a management development plan for succession and a business plan. A board of directors would govern the owners or stakeholders and would be responsible for the strategic plan, continuity plan, contingency plan, and the succession plan. All these need to be able to clearly separate out what are family issues, the issues of running and owning a business. These matters become more complex the larger the family, and the more divergent the ownership becomes over time. All businesses require planning, but business families face the additional planning task of balancing family and business demands. There are 5 critical issues where the needs of the family and the demands of their business overlap. Business families need to identify plans and policies to address these 5 central issues. First is the control. Who has the decision-making power in the family and firm? You need to establish in a fair way how the family will address decision-making in the family, in management, and in ownership of the business. Careers. How are individuals selected for senior leadership and governance position in the firm or family, making it possible for various family members to pursue rewarding careers or other roles in the business with advancement and rewards based on performance. The third is capital. How are the firm's financial resources allocated between different and family demands? The fourth is conflict. How do we prevent this natural element of human relationship from becoming the default pattern of interaction, addressing the conflicts that business families face because their work and personal intersect so closely? Culture. How are the family and business values sustained and transmitted to owners, employees, and younger family members? Using family values in developing plans and actions. Family business culture represents accepted family values. In most family businesses, succession to the next generation is the goal. However, it can be one of the most difficult challenges facing current ownership and a key reason that so few family businesses make it to the second or third generation. How can you increase your chances of a successful transition to the next generation? By planning and mentoring. What is mentoring? Mentoring is a developmental partnership through which one person, the mentor, shares knowledge, skills, information, and perspective to foster the personal and professional growth of someone else, the mentee. We all have a need for insight that is outside of our normal life and educational experience. The power of mentoring is that it creates an opportunity for collaboration, goal achievement, and problem solving. How can a mentor help to ensure the success of a family business? Good mentors provide these best practices and guide their mentees in adopting them. First, to understand career development. This task is for members of the senior generation to have a working knowledge of these stages of career development in order to be effective mentors, especially in the earlier stages of a career. If family mentors can allow each individual to more fully explore their interests and skills at their own pace, then the members of the next generation who decide to pursue a career within the family business will bring broader and strong experiences back to the business. Educate about the business. An ongoing family task is to provide the next generation with as much family business information and experience as possible during the exploration phase of career development. The tasks are to teach the next generation about the family business, its history, vision, and legacy. Provide clear criteria. Clear entrance criteria provide checks and balances on possible preferential treatment for less qualified family members and ensure a parity of experience and education with non-family candidates. Family members should be required to follow the same evaluation procedures as non-family members, and should be measured by similar promotional criteria. Support worthy venture capital projects. It could be in the best interest of the family and the company to support this new venture, affording a chance for a more talented member of the next generation to branch out on their own, perhaps helping the company diversify its markets at the same time. Provide multiple options for participation. The mentors of the current generation need to provide other ways for these shareholders to participate in the family business in order to develop a sense of personal responsibility towards their own legacy. Participate in strategic decisions. Mentors should teach their mentees relates to the development of business strategy. Successors are frequently involved in day-to-day operational issues without participating in strategical decisions. They must learn about strategy early in their careers by defining how their own projects fit into the broader strategy of the business. 10 tips to running a successful family business. Building these tips into the fabric of a family business can keep things rolling through the bad times so that the relatives can share the success at the end of the day. Communication is the key to good relationship of any kind. With family, though, it can take a little more effort as there are often dynamics at play that make communication more complicated. We can have a tendency to feel like a loved one knows us so well that we shouldn't have to voice our feelings or expectations. But if you want your partnership to work, it's important to let go of these assumptions and communicate clearly and openly, just as you would with a non-family business partner. Expectations. This point goes back to communication. Specifically, it is vital that each partner's expectations regarding their role and those of the other partners are communicated clearly. Lay out what each of your roles will be in the business before starting. Tell what you expect from your partners and put it in writing to solidify it. Put business relationship in writing. However strong your relationship is now, you're bound to have disagreements with any business partner. Drawing up a written agreement for your partnership. Some business partners refuse this step because written agreements demonstrate a lack of trust. On the other hand, a written agreement for a business partnership is simply good business, and it protects all involved partners. Priorities are important. We all want to be successful entrepreneurs and make a lot of money, but it's important to prioritize your family relationships over business. At the end of the day, you can build another business or make more money, but you only got one family for life. Remembering that can help put disagreements into perspective and avoid the nasty fallout of a family business going bad. It's more than just money. Successful families must be committed to a set of values beyond just financial gain. These values typically manifest in the form of a mission or a vision statement. Establishing a core set of values gives family members a sense of purpose and the opportunity to commit to something greater than themselves. All business is no fun. Although you might have a lot of fun working your business with family members, it's important to set aside family-only time too. If all you ever talk about is business, not only will your relationship eventually suffer, but you'll drive the other members of your family crazy. Take time out from business to do the things you would do together if you weren't business partners. Make criticism constructive. Criticism between relatives bites harder than between regular colleagues. Acting on constructive criticism is mandatory for business improvement. Family members delivering and receiving criticism must take extra time to frame it in a professional context and must both maintain maturity. Use each other's abilities to push the business forward. As any business, some members of the family will be better in some areas than in others. Teach each other skills so that each member can help the business in a positive way and lower the need for hiring extra outside help. Recognize the advantages of family ownership. Family-owned business offer unique benefits. One is access to human capital in the form of other family members. This can be a key to survival as family members can provide low-cost or no-cost labor or emergency loans. Firms run by trusted family members can also avoid special accounting systems, policy manuals, and legal documents. Develop a succession plan. A family business without a formal succession plan is asking for trouble. The plan should spell out the details of how and when the torch will be passed to a younger generation. It needs to be a financially sound plan for the business, as well as retiring family members. Outside professional advice to draw up a plan is essential. 5 common mistakes that happens when running a family-owned business. Mixing business and personal matters. This can be a major mistake when running a family business. When you work with your family, you need to respect each other's boundaries, and when you argue constructively. Don't hit below the belt and yell about things in your personal life that happened 10 years ago. This isn't always easy. After all, your coworker potentially knows you better than anyone else and can easily push your buttons. Bringing business home. Owning a family business can be really consuming in terms of your family time and social life. You're thinking about it all the time. Define time with your family where business talk is not allowed, and schedule your meetings outside the home, in an office. Those are the places where you can talk about business. Believe your children will want to join the business. You should wait for your children to initiate interest in the business. If a child shows an interest, give them a little bit responsibility, but make sure they feel that they have an option to join or not. Family members remain in business according to bloodline. Just because a person's name matches the name on the door doesn't mean they're qualified to do the job. Making sure each employee is someone you'd hire even if they weren't part of the family. These qualifications will help earn the respect of employees, many of whom won't be family members. Creating 2 classes of employees, family versus non-family. Be careful not to show family members special treatment. Be aware that in a small or family-owned business, special favors given to family members and friends demotivate employees and set a bad example. Also, you don't want non-family members to feel like a raise or promotion is out of their reach because they aren't part of the family bloodline. Preparing the next generations. Businesses are also organized on a hierarchy based on roles and authority. The management and shareholders make decisions that direct the business and its strategy. Successful performance reinforces the structure and its decision-making processes, but sometimes to the detriment of the next generation. Such a rigid structure means younger family members cannot express new ideas or aspirations without challenging management's proven formula success. This limits their participation and personal autonomy. Young people are known for conflicts and struggles with their parents. Parents want control, children want independence. As family evolve from parent-child to parent-adult relationship, it is important for the older generation to introduce the family business to the children with fairness and mutual respect. The best time to plan for succession is well in advance. As invested family members, consider these questions. What are your family goals for the future? What are the plans of the next generation? Who is interested in staying in business and leading the way? Is there more than one aspiring leader in the works? Who is best equipped to lead? What role will the other members play? And of course, what if no one is interested in succeeding your business? That is all from me. I hope you enjoyed the training.